Very good morning and Jai Hind children. Welcome to your chemistry class. Children, yesterday we have completed the chapter coal and petroleum. Now today we will start with the language of chemistry. Children, today's class is very important. Please be attentive in the class and please take out your rough notebook and write it down whatever I am teaching you today. Okay? So today basically we are going to discuss basic about chemistry. What are the different elements, how they are arranged in the periodic table, what is symbol, what is valency, and how we differentiate it. Alright, so today we'll talk something very basic about the chemistry. This is very important, children. You should know it because in further classes, when you go to class 9th, class 10th, 11th, if you are taking science, this is the basic concept behind chemistry. Alright, so everybody please be attentive, sit straight, take your rough copy and pen, write it down whatever I am teaching you today. Okay, then after that I will tell you what you have to write in your fair notebook. Okay, so today we will discuss the language of chemistry. I hope everybody is having the language of chemistry book with them. So children, in your syllabus, this language of chemistry, there is chapter number 2, symbols and formulas. Okay, so something about this chapter you have also studied in your previous class, that is in class 7. Okay, so we'll start from very basic, we'll start from class 7 and then slowly and gradually we'll move ahead. Okay, so today in this class we'll talk the basic content about chemistry. What is symbol, what is valency, how we write formulas, alright, what is periodic table, how the elements are arranged in periodic table. This we are going to study today. Okay, so I hope everybody is ready, sitting straight and be attentive in class. Children, okay, so we know that there are more than 118 elements known to us, isn't it? So we are aware about there are 118, more than 118 different elements, isn't it? Like we have hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, magnesium, calcium, nickel, magnesium, like these elements, there are more than 118 elements existing today. Okay, and we know that scientists have arranged all these elements in the periodic table on the basis of their atomic number. On the basis of their atomic number, the different elements, the different 118 and more elements are arranged in the periodic table. Okay, so children, now I am going to show you the periodic table first. We will see what are the 118 different elements and how are they arranged, and then we will move further with electrons and valencies and everything. Okay, so let's start with it. So I am going to share. Children, see, this is periodic table. So I hope everybody is aware of this periodic table. So children, this is periodic table of the elements. There are 118 different elements arranged in this periodic table. Like we have hydrogen, we have oxygen, we have lithium, isn't it? Can you see it? So see, here we have hydrogen, we have lithium, we have beryllium, we have boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, all the elements that we know, sodium, calcium, potassium, all the elements that we know are arranged in this periodic table, and they are arranged according to their atomic number. See, if you can see in hydrogen, above it is written 1. Here helium is there, He is the symbol for helium. So the number is written 2. Then for lithium we have 3, beryllium we have 4, Then boron 5, 6, 7, 8 like this. They are arranged. Alright. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So these are the elements. Then we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It is written over 19 and 20 and so on. So here are different types of elements arranged according to their atomic number and atomic weight. Got it? So this is the periodic table of element. Children, we are also aware that we cannot write the name of the element. We cannot write the name of element all the time. We cannot write water as 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen all the time. This is a big number, and if we are doing certain chemical reactions, we cannot write this completely. So for this, symbols are used, isn't it? So symbols are what? They are arranged. They are the alphabetical symbolic symbols of these elements. Like for hydrogen, we use capital H, that you know. For helium, we use He. For lithium, we use Li. For sodium, we use Na. For calcium, we use Na. Oxygen is O. Carbon is C. Nitrogen is N. Magnesium is Mg. Alright. So this we have studied in the previous class. That how these naming is done, how these symbols are given. So we have studied that the symbols are given first by their initial names, by the alphabets of initial, like calcium, Ca. So the spelling of calcium starts from Ca. So the symbol is given Ca. Alright. Same with carbon. So the carbon spelling starts with C. So the symbol C is given. Same with hydrogen and helium. But apart from this, we are having certain symbols that are given the symbols on the basis of their Latin words. That we have already discussed in the previous class, that you have also studied in the previous class, isn't it? So this is about the symbols and the arrangement of elements in the periodic table. Got it? Now the very important thing, children. What is the structure of these elements? So today, children, will discuss something very basic and very important about chemistry. So first we have seen that there are altogether more than 118 elements that are known today. They are arranged in a periodic table. I have shown you the periodic table. They are arranged according to the atomic number. Alright. And they are represented, all the elements are represented on the basis of their symbols. Okay. And symbols are given either by their initial name, like calcium is Ca, oxygen is O, lithium is Li. But there are certain other elements that cannot be named with their initials. I will take one example. Let's take an example of potassium. So the symbol of potassium is K. Logically, if I talk about the thing that I was telling you, so it has to be P, but it is starting from K. Why not P? Because phosphorus has already been given the symbol P. That is why for potassium we are using K as a symbol. Okay. Now this K, where it comes from? This K has been come from the Latin word of potassium, that is kalium. You have studied in the previous class. So this K has come from its Latin word, that is kalium. Got it? So there are certain symbols that you have already studied in the previous class that have been given the name according to their Latin words. Got it? Because वैसा सिंबल ऑलरेडी एक था, तो हम उसको दोबारा वो सिंबल नहीं दे सकते थे, इसलिए उसके लैटिन वर्ड पे हमने उसको सिंबल्स दिए हैं. So this was about the symbol. Got it? Now coming on to the very important thing, that is valency. So children, in the previous class जिनको भी मैंने पढ़ाया है, in the previous class I have told you what is valency. So valency is basically the combining capacity of that element, isn't it? I have told you in the previous class. What is that? It is the combining capacity. जैसे कि I am again giving you the same example. We are having two hands. Yes. तो हमारे पास किसी भी चीज को ग्रास्प करने के लिए सिर्फ दो ही हाथ है. जैसे हम एक हाथ में ये डस्टर ले सकते हैं और दूसरे हाथ में हम ये पेन ले सकते हैं. So we can only take two things. Okay, only two things can be attached with us. Alright, so this two is my combining capacity. Alright, this two is my valency. Got it? Same is the thing with numbers, same is the thing with these elements. So first, before starting the valency again, I would like to show you the structure of these elements, and then we'll discuss why these valencies are given these names and numbers. So let's start with it. I hope this is clear, children. This was the basic thing that you should know. Okay. So children, now we'll discuss about the structure of element or structure of atom. Children, be it any atom, be it any element, the center core of the element is nucleus, or it is positive. Alright, center core is always positive, that is nucleus. Got it? And there are different shells, or you can say different orbits around this center nucleus. इसके चारों तरफ क्या होते हैं? Orbits होते हैं. Got it? This is the basic structure of any atom or any element. सबका, कोई भी आप एलिमेंट ले लीजिए, कोई भी एटम ले लीजिए, ये उसका बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर होता है कि सेंटर में पॉजिटिव होता है और उसके चारों तरफ एक ऑर्बिट होता है. अब उस ऑर्बिट में क्या होता है? There is a negative charge, and that negative charge is called electron. That negative charge is called, children, electron. Got it? This electron is symbolized as E minus. Okay, this electron is symbolized as E minus. So सेंटर में पॉजिटिव चार्ज होता है, इसके चारों तरफ इलेक्ट्रॉन मूव करते रहते हैं, चाहे वो कोई भी ऑर्बिट हो. इसके चारों तरफ क्या होते हैं? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मूव करते रहते हैं. क्या लॉजिक है इसके बिहाइंड? ये स्ट्रक्चर किसने दिया? दिस यू विल स्टडी इन क्लास 9th. Okay, but today for telling you what is valency and what are the things, I am just showing you and briefing you what is the structure of atom. So you should know, children, that any atom has this type of structure. So in center there is positive charge, that is nucleus, and in the orbit there is a negative charge which is called electron. So electron is negative charge and the center is positive, which is called proton. This you will study in children class 9th, when you go to class 9. So electron is negatively charged and proton and nucleus are positively charged. So in center there is proton, that is positive charge, and around it in the orbit negative charge, that is electron, is revolving. Got it? So this is the basic structure. Now we are going to study all these things, how these structures are made. Got it? So this is the basic structure, children. If you want to write it in your rough notebook, please write it down, whatever I am teaching you. This is not there in your language of chemistry book. This is the basic concept of chemistry that I am teaching you today. Then we'll move to the book of this chapter, that is symbol and formula. Alright, but now for today's class, we are just going into the concept of chemistry. We are going into the concept of atoms and elements, which is very important, and it is not mentioned in your that language of chemistry book. So if you want, you can write it down. Okay, so we have talked about the structure. Alright, children, you should at this time in class 8 should remember first 20 elements of periodic table. Okay, you should know first 20 elements of periodic table. How you can learn it, I'll make you learn, don't worry. So there are first 20 elements that are important. Okay, so I'm just leaving it for the next class, how I'll make you learn that first 20 periodic table numbers, elements. But here I am now going to tell you how कैसे हाइड्रोजन की वैलेंसी 1 है, कैसे मैग्नीशियम की वैलेंसी 2 है, कैसे उसकी 3 है, कैसे हमने ये वैलेंसीज दी 1, 2, 3, 4, ये जो हम वैलेंसीज दे रहे हैं वो कैसे दे रहे हैं, ये हम अभी पढ़ेंगे. ओके, so we have talked about the structure. Now children, in the structure, so in the center we have this positive charge, so now I am making it as a circle only. Then we have first orbit, this is first orbit, then we have second orbit, then we have third orbit. Okay, so today we will only discuss about the 3 orbits. Okay, so center is positive charge. So I hope you are clear with this. अब जितने भी ये ऑर्बिट हैं उसमें कितने कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे ये फिक्स्ड होता है. ठीक है, उस ऑर्बिट में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे ये पहले से फिक्स्ड है. ठीक, जैसे कि जो न्यूक्लियस के पास का सबसे पहला ऑर्बिट है उसमें सिर्फ 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हो सकते हैं मैक्सिमम, सिर्फ मैक्सिमम 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन इसमें प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं. सो इन फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट there can be only, I am marking it as cross, there can be only 2 electrons. So first orbit में maximum 2 electrons हो सकते हैं. ठीक, इसके बाद आइए सेकेंड शेल, सेकेंड ऑर्बिट या थर्ड ऑर्बिट, या हमको इसको शेल भी कहते हैं. तो इफ कम टू सेकेंड शेल और थर्ड शेल, इसमें मैक्सिमम 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हो सकते हैं. कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स? 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मैक्सिमम हो सकते हैं. दैट इज 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. There can be maximum of 8 electrons that is present in the second shell. Got it? Maximum 8 electrons हो सकते हैं. Same with the next orbit. यहाँ पे भी maximum 8 electrons हो सकते हैं. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So there can be maximum of 8 electrons in the outer orbit. Here again it can be 8 electrons. In the inner orbit there can be only 2 electrons. Okay? Got it? ये हम मैक्सिमम कैपेसिटी बता रहे हैं इस शेल में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हो सकते हैं. तो बीच वाले में, सबसे पहले वाले में सिर्फ मैक्सिमम 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन हो सकते हैं. 8 में मैक्सिमम 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन हो सकते हैं. आउटर में भी 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हो सकते हैं. क्यों होते हैं ये 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन, क्यों होते हैं 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, इससे ज्यादा क्यों नहीं हो सकते? दिस अगेन यू विल स्टडी इन योर हायर क्लासेस. बट फॉर नाउ, फॉर दिस क्लास, क्लास 8, you should know that this is the maximum capacity of these shells. Clear with this? I hope it is clear. Okay. Now this arrangement, acha, coming to it later. So I hope this is clear to everybody. Children, if you want, you can note it down in your rough notebook. You can draw a shell like this. You can note it down in your rough notebook. So in the inner will have maximum of 2 electrons. This second will have maximum of 8 electrons, and this will have maximum of 8 electrons. Got it? Okay. So now let's see. Now take any example of any electron and we'll see how they are arranged according to the atomic number. So children, I am again sharing this periodic table with you. So helium you can see here, sorry, hydrogen you can see here is having 1. 1 is written here, this is the 1 atomic number. Then we have He. Helium is having 2 atomic number. Similarly, they are having different atomic numbers. So now depending on the atomic numbers, now we will give the structure to these elements. Clear? So now coming on to the first, that is hydrogen. So hydrogen is having 1 atomic number. What is the atomic number of hydrogen? It is 1. अब अगर हम इसका स्ट्रक्चर बनाए तो कैसे बनेगा? सेंटर में we have nucleus, will have 1 orbit. ठीक है? क्योंकि इसमें सबसे कम 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, तो हमें दूसरे शेल की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी क्योंकि उसमें 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं. ठीक है? तो कमिंग ऑन टू द सेंटर, इसमें सिर्फ 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, तो विल मार्क इट एज 1. गॉट इट? हमने 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे मार्क कर दिया. आई होप इट इज विजिबल चिल्ड्रन. सो हमने क्या किया, 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे, आप इसकी जगह आप पॉजिटिव भी लिख सकते हैं. तो हमने क्या किया, 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे मार्क कर दिया. गॉट इट? दिस इज अबाउट हाइड्रोजन. दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन. ओके, नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू नेक्स्ट वी हैव हीलियम. तो हीलियम के पास कितने हैं? 2. यस. So now again what we are going to do is we'll take 1 orbit and we'll mark 1 and 2. Isn't it? So this is having 2 electrons. Clear with this? Now take example of any other, take a larger digit number, like take oxygen. So if we again go to the periodic table, so where is oxygen beta? So oxygen is here. So you can see oxygen is here. So what is the number written? What is the number written? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 is written here. Yes. So now how will mark 8? Let's see. So the atomic number of oxygen is 8. Now can I rub it? If you want to draw it, children, you can draw it in your rough notebook if you want. Done. Now coming on to next, let's take oxygen. So oxygen is having 8 atomic number. Now how we are going to arrange it? हमेशा ये ध्यान रखिएगा कि पहले हम फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट को कंप्लीट करते हैं और फिर हम नेक्स्ट ऑर्बिट पे जाते हैं या नेक्स्ट शेल पे जाते हैं. ठीक? क्योंकि इसके पास 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, तो फर्स्ट विल मार्क दिस प्लस. नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू दिस फर्स्ट शेल. ठीक? तो इस फर्स्ट शेल में तो हमने 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को भर दिया. 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स वी हैव फिल्ड इट. सो व्हाट, हाउ मेनी इज रिमेनिंग? 6 are remaining. 8 थे, 8 में से 2 हमने इसमें डाल दिए because it is having a maximum capacity of 2. इससे ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रॉन हम इसमें ऐड नहीं कर सकते, तो हमने सिर्फ 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन लिए. ठीक? अब we'll have another shell. This is another shell. How many electrons are left? 6 is left. So now we'll mark 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Got it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Clear? So this is the structure of oxygen. I hope it is clear to everybody. This is the structure of oxygen. Clear? So if you want, you can draw it. Let's take one more example. Done? Let's take one more example. Let's take example of magnesium. So what is the atomic number of magnesium? Let's see in the periodic table again. Let's see the atomic number of magnesium. 12 is written here. Can you see it? 12 is written. So the atomic number of magnesium is 12. Now how we are going to draw the structure of magnesium? Again, center, first orbit, second orbit, because it is more than 2. तो हमने इसमें से पहले तो इस शेल को भर लिया, पहले शेल को किससे? 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन से. Now we are left with 10 electrons. Okay? तो हम क्या करेंगे? इसमें हम 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स भर लेंगे क्योंकि इसकी मैक्सिमम कैपेसिटी 8 है. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Done. तो टोटल कितने हो गए? 10. Total is 10, isn't it? 1, 2 and 8. 10 हमने भर लिए. Now we are left with 2. We are left with 2. So now again we'll make another orbit, another shell, and we'll fill the 2 electrons. Got it? So this is the structure of magnesium. Clear? So by this method we draw the structure. Now why I am talking about all these things is, this is the reason, this is the basic reason of the number of valencies or the valencies, how it is given its name. ठीक है? देखिए, कोई भी एलिमेंट हो, चाहे वो हीलियम हो, चाहे वो ऑक्सीजन हो, चाहे वो लिथियम हो, चाहे वो मैग्नीशियम हो, कोई भी एलिमेंट हो, the basic important thing about element is it requires the stability. उसको stable होना बहुत जरूरी है. ठीक है? Take for example, we have, again I am taking the example of hydrogen and helium. So if we take hydrogen, तो हाइड्रोजन में we know there was 1 electron. ये हाइड्रोजन है. In helium, we had 2 electrons, that is He. Children, we know that हाइड्रोजन किसी से भी कंबाइन हो सकता है. हाइड्रोजन किसी से भी कंबाइन हो सकता है. जैसे कि हाइड्रोजन मिल सकता है क्लोरीन से, तो ये बना लेगा HCl. ठीक? हाइड्रोजन मिल सकता है टेक ऑक्सीजन, तो ये बना लेगा क्या? H2O. But have you ever seen that helium is combining with something else? No. Helium does not combine with any other element. Okay? Because helium is not combining with any other element. Why it is not combining? Because यहाँ पे इसके पास 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं. अब इसमें कोई भी एडिशनल इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं आ सकता. Isn't it? इसमें हम कोई भी एडिशनल इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं ऐड कर सकते. तो ये क्या है? ये पूरा है. इसके इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पूरे हैं. इसलिए हम इसको कहते हैं कि ये स्टेबल है. क्या है? स्टेबल है. ओके? टेक अनदर एग्जांपल. If we take 1, 2, all right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total is 10. Total is 10. So let's see whose atomic number is 10. Let's see in the periodic table whose atomic number is 10. So this neon, Ne, is having atomic number 10. Isn't it? So this structure is of Ne. Okay. अब क्या है? ये Ne भी किसी और से रिएक्ट नहीं करेगा क्योंकि इसका जो ये आउटर मोस्ट शेल है ये कंप्लीट है. इसमें अब कोई और एडिशन हम इलेक्ट्रॉन का नहीं कर सकते, इसलिए ये भी किसी और से रिएक्ट नहीं करेगा. इसको हम बोलते हैं, जिसमें ये कंप्लीट होता है उसको हम बोलते हैं ऑक्टेट. क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? ऑक्टेट. We say that octet is complete. Okay, so this is why the valency the chapter symbol and formula that is there in your book, Language of Chemistry book, chapter number 2, symbol and formula. We will continue with this topic in our next class. Okay, so that's all about today, children. If you want, children, you can have this periodic table from anywhere, and you can draw the shells, draw this structure, okay, for practice. So that's all about today's class, children. I hope you have understood a bit of this. In case of any doubt, if you come across any kind of doubt, please do ask. Children, today we are also having our Zoom interactive class of bio. So before coming to the class, please revise the bio chapter that we are doing, that is conservation of plants and animals. Okay, so we'll meet at 11. Thank you and Jai Hind, children.